There are several different strategies you can use for integrating source material into your own work. The most straightforward of these strategies is direct quotation, and this involves taking someone else's work and adding it word for word into your own work. Your use of quotation marks around the quoted material signifies that you are using someone else's exact words. Direct quotation doesn't have to be just words. It could be the use of an image or a clip of music, but for most written scholarship, you will likely be quoting directly from other sources, either to help you emphasize your own point or to clarify a point of contrast that you would like to make in your arguments. Paraphrasing is another strategy you can use to integrate others' ideas into your own work. And paraphrasing involves more than just changing one or two words. It involves analyzing the portion of a text that you want to use and restating it in a way that very clearly and deliberately changes the overall sentence structure, but without altering the original meaning of the author's idea. Paraphrasing is beneficial for several reasons. It helps with the overall flow of your work, and it allows you to write more fluidly in your own voice. It also allows you to structure your paper so that your ideas and interpretations are at the core of your work. It can be tricky, though, to paraphrase well, and you want to be sure that you are not changing the original meaning of the work that you're paraphrasing. A bad paraphrase can be considered plagiarism, whether it's intentional or not. And finally, we want to mention a strategy called summarizing as well. Summarizing and paraphrasing are very similar strategies. They both involve taking someone else's ideas and then putting them into your own words. However, when you summarize, you're usually taking a longer work, such as an entire film, an article, a book, and distilling it down to a few key points. That is, summarizing the main concepts. So in other words, summarizing involves taking something long and describing it in your own words in a way that's much shorter. So summarizing can be a useful skill, for example, if you need to discuss multiple longer works as part of a literature review, or if you want to mention a seminal work without necessarily focusing on it in great detail. Whichever strategy you use, whether it's direct quotation or paraphrase or summary, each of these forms of integration is followed by two things. One is an in-text or parenthetical citation that's inserted directly following the integrated material. And the other is a complete bibliographical citation that's included in a full list of references at the end of the work. So these in-text and bibliographical citations are critical for two purposes. One is delineating your ideas clearly for the reader. You want to be able to delineate where your ideas stop and someone else's ideas start. And the other is creating a trail that allows other scholars to trace that information back to the original source that you used.